Alright, g'day guys, Matt Preston Built Cruisers, welcome back to the video. We're back at the house and we've also got the Prado still here in its former glory, but different sort of video today, and you may know what this is, the CRASHPAD kitchen caddy roll, and I'm going to tell you guys why it has revolutionised the way I camp. Alright guys, now I've had this for probably just over 3 years and this is like an unbiased review. These were already quite popular before I ever bought one a few years ago, and I really wanted one, and I'm going to explain to you why in the video, why it's really helped me out in this Prado setup. And I'm still not 100% sure if I'm even going to use this in the 60 series yet, but it is quite heavy, so this is how I hang it up most of the time. Now I'd like to tell you guys right off the bat, there are other ones on the market that are quite literally $100 cheaper than this. But granted, they didn't exist a few years ago and now they've sort of come out. So this, if you don't know, off the website, I think it's about $130. It comes with warranty and stuff, and at the time it was sort of the only model they had. But King's have released one for $30 now, and it's literally the exact same, except it's blue. So that's one of the main reasons why you might want to get that. And this sort of cutlery bag here is like material, not see-through like this one. And then like TC boxes, I think, also do one. And there's just a lot of other companies doing them. Now, this one has been really good, I'll be honest. I haven't really got any issues with it at all. And like I said before, I've had it for a very long time. It's done Tasmania, Fraser Island, you name it. And sometimes I hang it up here. I'm quite tall when I can still access this top area, but normally I hang it off the awning when that's open, or I just lie on the table flat. Now, I'm a bit different. I put plates, bowls and cups in here, and you're not really meant to do that, but you can actually fit the bowls and cups, but when it's fully closed, it's just quite a thick looking sort of thing. But I thought I'd hang on here just to show what I sort of have in it normally. Okay guys, so I have in my kitchen caddy, I'll start maybe at the bottom, work my way up. So at the bottom, it's quite a large pocket. You can fit quite a lot of stuff in here. And this, to be honest, I probably have too much stuff considering there's only 2 of us camping, but I have 3 large plates. I have 2 silver bowls. I've got this tiny little cheese grater, which is really cute. And I've got a collapsible bowl, and I've got 2 chopping boards, which I don't really need. And then I've got this mug, which hopefully you can see is quite a considerable size. And I normally have 2 of them as well. And that all fits in that bottom pocket, which I'm sure you can see there in camera, which I'm very happy with. And they've got the little CRASHPAD logo there. That looks really nice. And then up on my second level sort of here, I've got the cutlery pocket area, which is very, very popular and is probably the main one I use. So the Velcro detaching is probably one of the best features you can have. And you can see it's see-through, so you sort of know what's in there before you have to open it, which is good. And in here I just have a huge assortments of knives. I've got the big knives like this, and I've also got little knives, and I've got the little sealers, which are really handy. So that's all in here, and this is just like cutlery accumulated from lots of camps with different people, and that's full, properly full. Now there is one negative, and this is across all the board, no matter what brand you get. When this is on here, and you're like, oh yeah, sick, I'll get my cutlery out. When you get it out, it kind of wants to just fall out. Like it's all hanging there right now. I'm surprised it hasn't fallen out yet, to be honest. But that is sort of the only issue. So you might need to like lift it up a bit and sort of tactically get it out. But the drawers are Velcro, so you can literally Velcro it off and Velcro it to the drawer and take it out that way, which is quite fun. Now, this sort of third layer here, you can see it's got miscellaneous stuff. Now in this one, I've got like spatula, tongs, I've got sugar and coffee, and I've also got a lighter, bin bags, and a big spoon. So that's sort of like a bit of a random one, but it does sort of fit quite big items. Like you can see this is a pretty substantial size, and like big tongs and items and stuff. And that just all fits in there really nicely. And I do stack it sort of in a way it can roll really nicely. If you just throw everything in there mindlessly, it's actually not going to close properly. And that's with all the brands as well. And the very last one, right at the top here, it's quite high, but this has little things. So salt and pepper, shakers, matches. I've got a little detergent bottle, which has been really, really helpful when I'm camping. So you can see here, just a tiny little bottle, and that, you know, that will do, you'd be surprised, that will do almost like a half year worth of camping. So that's just in there at the top. And I've just got little like Insta coffee things and salt and pepper and that sort of stuff matches. So that all fits up there really easily. This is everything you ever need, honestly. I've done a lot of camping. This is everything you ever need. You might say, like, Matt, obviously I'm not gonna have like an axe in there or anything. You could easily put a folding knife, utility knife if you had to. I also have, I think I took them out, but they're like giant sort of marshmallow sticks, like big metal rods, they're like quite long. That would probably just fit in the bottom one on an angle. But yet again, like, just use a stick, like you don't need that. So everything's in here that you would need, and this is like the essentials. I haven't got like a big like bread holder over the fire or anything like that. But I gotta say, I just take this and I know I'm ready to go, which I do love about it. Alright, so yeah, super good quality, love the colors, love the sort of orange and black look. There's also an extra compartment that's sort of here on the outside, so you can put large chopping boards, something like that down there. It's quite a thin sort of spot. And then I really do like the handles, I will say that. They're kind of like this really sort of hard plastic, sort of really strong orange grips, which are really handy because this can weigh a bit. And I think I probably put a bit more stuff in here than the normal person would. Now, when I'm at camp, normally this is in this drawer right here. And I normally lift the table up, and I just took that there like that. And then this is literally just here. And my gas cooker's in here, so I'll just grab this out and then I'll hang it on the awning. Or sometimes, like I said before, I'll actually put it here, even grab the knife and fork section, and I'll just Velcro it just here on top of the drawer, and then that can go away. And I'm cooking and I've got all my cutlery just here, really easy access. All right guys, so at the end of the day, I think the main reason to get one of these sort of systems is purely for the hanging feature. It's more if you have not much space and you can't get your cutlery and all your plates and stuff easily accessible. And I love the idea of just hanging it on the awning or, gazebo, whatever you've got at camp, and it really just puts it on a wall where it's just really accessible and you can get from anywhere. And not to mention, I actually also use this as sometimes a bit of a weight for the awning. If I've got the pole down, instead of pegging it, I'll just put this on it because it's quite heavy, which is quite funny. But I just love it how it floats anywhere. And obviously the biggest thing is I can take this, put this in the next car, and I'm done. Like, it's so easy to move around. And also if you're staying, might be staying camping somewhere or like an Airbnb and they might have like no cutlery or something, you just take that inside. It's really easy. Now, with the 60 series setup, which I'm very excited for because it's just a bit more full on than this, there is a cutlery drawer in it, in the XTM table, which you guys, I'm sure, are very aware of. So I won't have this system anymore, and that's why this comes a little bit redundant, because I'll be able to have the table here, and I'll be able to just pull it open, and cutlery's right there, really easy to grab. So this will come a little bit redundant. It'll be interesting to see if I still keep it or not. But in this setup, was it definitely a must. And as you can sort of see, storage, gas cooker, food, and then sort of mechanical stuff there. So I didn't really have like a whole drawer to put plates and bowls and pots and pans and stuff. So that works really well for me. All right guys, well that's my sort of little quick review on this CRASHPAD kitchen caddy. Now, at the end of the day, I actually think it's really good and like literally still like good condition considering I've like hammered it, used it a lot, and it's still got another like 5-10 years left in it. Would I buy one again? No, just because you can buy the exact same thing for $30 and save yourself $100. So that's probably the biggest thing. Obviously this, you get the brand, you get the sort of high-end brand market if you're into that, but they're made like basically in the same place. So really up to you guys what you want to do. I'm going to keep this for now, definitely, and we'll see what I do with the 60 series setup. But if you are in the market and you want to somehow have your kitchen gear but mobile and you want to be able to hang it everywhere, I reckon this is a great option. So that's the CRASHPAD one. And yeah, that's my unbiased opinion. Hopefully you guys enjoy. The 60 series is about to get painted this Sunday, which is very exciting. So joining the 60 series, so am I, believe me, it's been years. But that's gonna come up very soon. And then bull bar, rear bar, side steps, and then 12-volt fridge. So there's a lot of stuff to go on after that, or car builders as well. So the 60 series is just gonna get hammered with episodes coming up. And yeah, this will sort of fade out, unfortunately. But if you want it, by the way, let me know, because it will be for sale soon. But on that note, catch you next time on Built Cruisers.